What up, y'all? Humble Among here. Just doing a little introduction for this next clip that I'm going to show you. This is from the Danny Brown Show, episode 8. This letter that he's about to read is actually an email that I sent Danny personally, because I've been wanting him to talk about what happened at last year's Gathering of the Juggalos for almost a whole year now. I reached out to him on Twitter right after it happened a couple of different times. And this is actually me reaching out to him via email. I'll be honest with you, I thought he brushed over my email a couple episodes back. I talked about this on Humble Among Broadcast System because he did address times that he's fucked up on stage a couple of episodes back on the Danny Brown Show. But he read my email and answered it directly. Now, a couple of days ago, you might see I posted a clip of Danny talking about the Gathering of the Juggalos incident on Two Bears, One Cave. That's the first time he ever talked about it. This is the second time, and I think he's a little bit more honest in this clip. I saw some of you reacting in the comments that he's not telling the truth. A little bit of division over the way he's painting the story. I feel like this is a more honest telling of what happened that day. So if you want, I'm gonna include the other clip in the comments so if you can see the first clip that I posted earlier this week. But without further ado, let's roll that clip from Danny Brown Show, episode 8.
Yeah. So next up, we got Trouble at the. I already know what this is about. Trouble at the Gathering. Hey, Danny, I'm a big fan of the Juggalo. I was so hyped to see you announce for the Gathering of the Juggalo last year. I even got to meet you and get a picture with you on Saturday before you performed. I told you how happy you was, and you fuck with the Juggalos. Then something happened. Your performance went wrong. You threw the mic in the crowd and walked off. I was in the crowd devastated. Can you tell the story of what happened? Still a big fan. I still love y'all Juggalo motherfuckers too. I would tell you really what happened. I don't know. I didn't know that I actually talked about some Two Bears, I think. But I actually know I didn't know that they announced that Jay was sick and you know he was going through health issues and all that shit. So when I was playing, it was like the crowd was not. I mean, I'm not saying like that the Juggalos are like my biggest, you know, like supporters or some shit like that. But I played it before, and I feel like they were a lot more receptive to what I was doing. But I feel like I don't know, they really wasn't vibing with it. And I don't know. I every now and then I have these diva moments. I think I took an Adderall, and that probably that definitely has a lot to do with it. So yeah, I just chimped out. That's what we'll call it. So it's my apologies to you guys. I'm sorry. That was all my fault. I fucked up with that one, man. But yeah, I mean, I would rather, especially at somewhere at the Gathering, man, I would rather for them motherfuckers to throw shit at me and hit me with beers and shit like that than to just stand there and look at me. You get what I'm saying? So, but shouts out to the Gathering, man. It's one of the best festivals you can play if you get a chance to play it, man. The people there are fucking loving like a motherfucker. But I didn't know that you know, and that's what it was. I'm like, damn, am I bumming these motherfuckers out? Are these motherfuckers? But the whole crowd, while I was performing, I was looking at the crowd, looking at everybody's face. Everybody was just sad in the motherfucker, man. But yeah, man, shouts out to ICP, you know, the whole fucking, you know, Juggalo community and all that, man. You know, I mean, I went, you know, because I actually did. I felt really bad. I felt really bad after that. And I went and apologized to Jay and Shaggy and shit. You know what I'm saying? And Shaggy actually was like, man, I'm going to bring you back out. We was making right in this. I'm like, man, it's no big deal. It was my fault. So I apologize to y'all motherfuckers. I'm a man. I can admit when I made mistakes, man. That was truly a big, huge mistake. I got in my feelings, man. That's all that happened. But Adderall does that. That's why I can't really be fucking with Adderall, man, because I mean, I love Adderall because then I can wear skinny jeans if I'm taking it all the time. You know what I'm saying? It keeps me in shape without working out. You give it a But for the most part, when you take it a lot, man, I mean, it's great for work. I love to write. You know what I'm saying? I can fucking write 5 songs in a fucking night. You know what I'm saying? But when you take it as much as I was, you start to have these crazy mood swings because you're never right. Because everybody know Adderall come down, you're like the most saddest. Like between Adderall and MDMA, like you have the come downs for them shits are like you sitting there like, oh, what's going on with my life? You can have the best shit going on for you in the world. You're gonna figure out something bad about that shit when them come down. You're like, oh shit, man. Looking in the mirror at yourself like, oh, I'm ugly. What's going on with my life? Like, oh, you feel bad. And then you're like, man, how can I get out of this funk? Just take some more. Before you know it, you on this bender, you on this bench, you get what I'm saying? And then, but I will say, I have not been taking Adderall for a long time. And that was But that's one thing about going to festivals, man, that I will say that gets me in trouble a lot is when I start to fraternize with the crowd and fuck with the people. And they gave me a golf cart. So I was riding around the golf cart around the festivals, you know, motherfuckers was stopping me and motherfuckers was giving me shit. You get what I'm saying? Which was not a cool thing. I remember one time I went to this one festival and the security pulled up on a golf cart on me and they had all the drugs they confiscated. And they just was like, Danny, have your way. I took everything white. I ain't care nothing about the weed. Anything in there that looked white, I took it. Like, But the fucked up part is that we're in the trailer, we looking at this shit like, is this Molly? Is this Coke? Is this heroin? What is this? We don't know. Taste it. Let's see what it is. So, and then you taste it like, oh shit, I think that was Molly. Fuck. Ah! You know what I'm saying? But that was a great time, I will say that.
Okay, so that was Danny basically owning up to being fucked up on stage. Not necessarily forgetting his lyrics. He definitely was forgetting his lyrics to those of you that were there. You can see the footage in my Gathering documentary. The other footage you can see, if you notice in my letter, I mentioned that I met Danny at the Gathering and I took a picture with him. Here's the funny thing about that. Danny was live streaming with a pretty famous video game streamer. I forget the dude's name right now, but that doesn't matter to me. It matters to me that I met Danny Brown. So I'm going to include that clip at the end of this as well because it's fucking funny, man. It's just interesting and fascinating. Another funny thing about this clip is if you look, it pans back after I walk over to Danny and JJ, Violent J's son, pulls up in his cart. And he wants to meet this streamer dude who I guess is a pretty big name. Stony Low, let me know in the fucking comments what the name of this dude was. It escapes my memory at this point. I know Stony knew who he was. But, yeah, I'm going to include that now. Thank you for watching this video, though. Whoop, whoop. And Danny, if you're watching this, I love you, homie. I hope you come back to the Gathering one day. And to any juggalos out there that might be still holding a grudge with Danny Brown, that's on you. You can still hold a grudge. The dude apologized. You can see it here. He apologized to Jay and Shaggy, he said in the clip there. Shaggy was going to go out with him and try to mend the... I kind of wish Shaggy would have gone out with him, honestly. I wish Danny would have been down with doing that because I think some of the juggalos holding on to this grudge with Danny Brown maybe would let go of that shit. But we are all human. A lot of us hold grudges and a lot of us have a hard time letting go of them. Let's be real. I love you guys. Whoop, whoop. Watch me nerd out to Danny Brown now. Good night.
Now he knows, man. Now he knows how to play.
That's right, smart man.
That's an 11. All right, next card.
I'm a huge fucking fan.
Hey, what's up? What's up, guys? How's it going? I'm famous.
This Juggalo.
Fucking way.
He put it with the nine. He put it right with the nine. Yeah, I came with Danny.
Fucking live right now. Yo, what's up?
Okay. No, you gotta get to 27.
I never think I would.
Next card is.
Me neither. I'll be honest. Me neither.
I'm driving on the go.
Oh, yeah, you took the keys out. Yeah, okay. You guys want a picture or anything?
Yeah, I'm having a picture. Yeah.
I've never seen nothing like this, Rob. I'm the real, man.
Really shaking. That's insane.
Because you're looking straight on fire right now.
Let me say this, though. You must fucking score all three. That new chance you got. What?
All right, next card is. Six. The six, that's a rough one.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Dude, we watch this shit next to you, dude. Yeah, I watch this shit all the time.
He's the chatter, but I work. Hey, well, I'm glad you guys came tonight. Yeah, you guys have fun. Cool.
Do you want to use? All right, good choice. He is utilizing the power of the power chip to eliminate the
Look at
six.
this motherfucker making up the rules as the game goes. And then you're gonna get it. We're gonna give you a pass. Either one of our artists up here, we will give you a pass. Just say you want a pass.
All right, the next next
What
card?
is that?
What is the next card? It is a 7.
17, 18.
You have 2 power chips left if you wish to
might wanna be
17, 18. One power chip.
Here's another power chip. Right, here's the second power chip is gone. Which means you only have 1
Hey,
power
the
chip
nipples are
left.
covered.
And then you have to accept
Look,
the courage of
the nipples are covered. I don't think that's good though.
How long did that take? We gotta have a timer.
You didn't get that on camera, did
I
you?
can't see through the
Titties is out
viewfinder.
everywhere.
The sun's super bright.
I'm doing a gathering documentary actually.
Well, Jacob will cut it if he sees it.
Yeah, Jacob.
Yeah, Jacob, if you see anything in the background, just cut it.
I don't want to hound dog you. I'm not going to take
Just cut it and turn it back on.
19,
I'm not going to hound dog you.
20.
Way too dank.
I had to ask though. I had to ask.
Okay, we got
I'll see you set, man. Like, fucking look at shit.
We got 20 right there. He needs an ace.
What is this? They playing blackjack?
Next card is a